A story of Kelly is the topic here. So, anyways, it's a bit bright out here. Let me take you guys to the backyard. I got a little... Dave's got a story for you. All right, check this out. So, anyways, I'm mowing my lawn last night, right? And I'm just finishing up the backyard. Super hot and sweaty, you know. Cut and bag and all that business, you know, because when I do it, I like to do it right. So, anywho, I'm finishing up my backyard, and I'm coming through the backyard to the driveway to start embarking on the sides and the front, right? Because today was trash day, and I wanted to get out the yard clippings. So, anywho, as I wheel the lawnmower into the driveway, this woman is walking onto my driveway, and I'm like, She goes, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, fine." And she looked vaguely familiar. She had her hair up, shorts, flip-flops, you know. And she's like, "You remember me, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, how you doing?" Well, here's the backstory on her. A year or so ago, I met this woman, her name's Kelly, who was 40, at the A-Fresh grocery store down the street. I rarely go there. Met over in the produce bakery area, if I recall right, and exchanged some niceties, and I shared a little witticisms and jokes. And by the time we checked out and were in the parking lot, I asked her for her phone number. She gave it to me with her name, and I did the same for her. Well, within a couple days, you know, I'm calling and no answer and leave a message. A couple texts, all goes unresponded to. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. I mean, I don't want to be a nudge. A few months go by, and I'm down at the Smith's getting some gas in my car and some cigarettes, as I recall. And she walks right in front of my car, like blocking it so I can't pull away from the gas pumps. And I'm like, "What?" She comes over and goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, hi, yeah, Kelly." Well, she was on foot, apparently across the way at the strip mall. She worked, you know, some business over there or something. And I said, "Well, you know, can I give you a ride home?" So on the way to her place, I stopped by my house and grabbed a couple things because I think I had somewhere to go. And she saw my house and she thought it was lovely. And then I gave her a ride home, and she doesn't live far, and she was living in a really nice house, but I could clearly see that it probably wasn't hers. So I drop her off, and again, we re-up our phone numbers with each other, and I try again. Call or two, a couple text messages, no answer to the phone, no return of voicemail, no response to text messages. Done. So now, if you haven't fallen asleep, we're to the present as of yesterday. She shows up, parking her Buick Hoopty up the street and walking, you know, down to my house and up my driveway, and we started talking. And being a gentleman, as always, you know, I invite her in for a cold drink and talk a little bit. And she lets me know that, "Well, do you still have, like, rooms for rent?" So it wouldn't just be for her now 41-year-old self. It'd be for her and her 7-year-old son as well, who's away visiting family right now. So she's kind of, you know, doing her thing, and doesn't really sound like she's working, and said something about wanting to file for disability because she deserves it. And, you know, money's tight and all this other shit. And I'm like, okay. So I talked with her in my family room for a little while, and I said, "Well, I do have to go back out and finish the lawn before it gets dark and keep my motivation up." And she mentioned something that she was a pretty good cook. And then I said, Something like this. Wow, I can't remember the last time somebody cooked me a meal, or I sat down and had a meal with someone in my own home. That'd really be nice. Why don't you stay for dinner? I said. I'll just finish up the lawn and take a quick shower. Oh, well, I need to shower too, and I don't have a change of clothes, so. Okay. Well, here's an idea. How about I get off my butt, finish the lawn, shower and shave and get cleaned up. You go home, shower, change clothes, come on back over in a little over an hour, and we'll figure something out and cook some dinner and have a meal together and just hang out a little bit this evening. Oh, yeah, I guess I could, but I have a better idea. Why don't I just stop by sometime, this coming week maybe? Okay. Now, here's the point of the whole thing. Once upon a time, a woman who especially has got her back against the wall because she told me why she needs a place by the end of the month for her and her son. Not just her, but her and her 7-year-old son. If you had a brain in your head, you would have come up with that idea on your own or done something to ingratiate yourself, seeing time wasn't of the essence, or you had to get home to your son because he's not there, or you have to get to work, you don't have a job, right? And here I am after you've blown me off twice in the last 12 to 15 months. I'm opening the door for you one more time. And what do? You act like today's woman and have it your way. Okay. So in the last analysis, boys and girls, you want to know what's going to happen in an upcoming episode in the saga of Scott's social existence? I figure at some point this week she'll come over. And she may or may not look better than her dumpy self from yesterday. But this is where I don't get to blow her off. I get to blow her out. And there's a difference. Because last night I gave you strike 3. You blew me off twice in the past. And you come to me wanting something, right? And then I open the door, give you a nice subtle hint. Hey, wait a minute. That would be smart because he is cute and he is a nice guy and I could probably use his help. And my move would be 8 blocks and I could stay in a good location. And yeah, maybe that would be smart to make dinner for him or go home and clean up and come back. Or invite him over to my place or whatever, right? You failed the test, girl. So when she does come over, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be very cordial. And I'm going to say, it's good to see you again, but I've had some time since the other day when you were here to think about it. And I don't think it would be a good fit for you and your son to be here. But I do wish you the best. Take care. Shut the door. Bye-bye. I get to have the last laugh. That's right, boys and girls. The older you get, the less time you have. And I don't have time for games. Have a great day.